Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Thursday morning. Got a great show lined up. We're going to talk about some serious bass fishing this morning. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. Run by and check out some of the summer programs they have. It's going to be a warmer day again today, 85 degrees, low tonight 74. So that's the big thing. That tonight, the night temperatures aren't getting very low. But folks, we're only about a week away from the longest day of the year, so our days are long. We've got scattered thunderstorms throughout. We're in that summer pattern. Just be aware of that. If you're out on the water, out in an open field somewhere, and these big thunderstorms come in, get out of there. Get some covering off, all right? We're looking at a water temperature remaining at 82 degrees. So we're in good shape there. I don't have the river readings this morning, but let's go to our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Good strong tides today on June the 12th. We're looking at on the screen there. We're looking at a high tide at 12:47 right after lunch. High tide and a low tide at 11:07 tonight. So you got a perfect situation. You got that tide coming in all morning. Then about noontime, it's going to start going out. So it'll be low tonight. So we got a dropping tide this afternoon and on into tonight. Okay. Wind, a marine forecast, winds coming south-southwest at about 10 to 15. All right, we'll take our break and be back with our special guest. Welcome back and welcome to our special guest, Mr. Long Bach.
How we doing today?
Good morning, Long. I've known him a long time. And Long is by trade is a forester. But now he is a bass fishing expert. Now he loves to bass fish. Every time I go to the lower end of the river, I run into Long Bach, and he might be by himself sometimes, might be with Tommy Barnes sometimes. But Long, welcome to the show.
Thanks, sir.
Listen, we got a big tournament coming up. We're gonna get to that tournament a little bit later. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Let the folks know a little bit about yourself. What all you do and all.
Okay. I came to the United States here in 1975. I was 4 years old. Now I'm 42 years old. So I lived in Panama City all my life, and I grew up in the school system here. And right now I'm currently living in Deer Point Lake, and I'm a forester. We manage a total of 270,000 acres right now for a private landowner.
270,000. That keeps you busy, don't it?
That does keep us busy.
Well, how do you have time to go fishing?
Like I said, I'll just go on a weekend.
Well, you're one of us. You go when you can on weekends and all.
That's right.
But, seriously, when I say he's a good bass fisherman, if you look at these tournaments and all, you always see his name popping up and all. He knows he has this passion for bass fishing. He had it when he was in school, and I know you fished with Matt Smith at the time. You're a little bit older than Matt, but y'all all had a lot in common and all. So, where all do you like to bass fish? What areas do you like to go to?
Right now the bites are on in Seminole and Talcum right now. It takes 20 pounds average might get you a check. Because I was at the Seminole tournament last weekend. I think it took 25 pounds to win. The last check was 22 pounds.
Goodness gracious.
Came in 13th place, and it's 22 pounds of fish.
That's some healthy fish.
That's correct.
Okay, now, of course, we have tournaments all over the place, and our local guys always do well. The guys in this area in the Panhandle and all, I know we have our own Drew Benton doing well at FLW.
That's right.
You know Drew.
Yes, I do. He lives down the road from me. He's at an FLW event right now.
Yes, sir.
He's at Pickwick.
Yeah, he's been on the show, and he does. He's going to get back on it when he gets a chance to take a break. But that's a full-time job.
That's correct.
Okay. But we have a lot of local tournaments ranging from that Tuesday night shootout at Deer Point Lake that comes on
every other
Tuesday night. We have something small like that, and then we have other big tournaments and different places. A lot of fundraisers, a lot of paybacks, to the fishermen and all. But Long and a couple of guys have put this tournament together, and he was all excited about it. He called and wanted to talk about it. I said, "Well, come on and show." And instead of me talking about it, you talk about it. So. We got a poster here. We're going to sort of take a look at. Tell us about what what made y'all think about doing something like this on Lake Seminole?
Well, we did the tournament trail for the last 2 years, the team trail, and all the tournaments we go to, we get the same 30 anglers, and people watching us at the weigh-in, and it's like, why didn't you fish? Why didn't you fish? And I was like, because I can't compete with him, and I can't compete with him on this lake, and when you go to a different lake, I can't compete with this guy right here. Yeah. So I was like, well, what if we started this tournament right here? So me and another boy started this tournament right here. We're going to pay at an hourly weigh-in.
All right,
so
it's Southern Bass Battle, okay? First of all, on the left-hand corner is nationally televised by the Pursuit Channel. You're getting somewhere right now with that. All right, so go ahead. It's going to be June 21st and 22nd. All right, go ahead and tell us more about it.
I got Fish Fishburne hosting the show for us out there. I got the FLW trailers coming to do the official weigh-in. I'm going to pay out $850 an hour. That's for first place, second place, and third place every hour.
So somebody, if they catch something big or what, they can just come on in. Yeah. That's the purpose of that.
That's the purpose of that. That's why I want to hit the fathers and sons that used to fish can fish this tournament annually. See,
that's the beauty of it now, because you don't have that one big, huge weigh-in. Well, you're going to have that, but all the marbles on that. But on this one, you pay now, you have to fish every hour.
Every hour.
So you can come in there at 10 o'clock or at 2 o'clock.
That's correct.
And you got a chance.
That's correct.
Oh, what a great idea.
We're going to do this thing. How we're going to do this thing is we're going to, it's every hourly weigh-in. We're going to do a massive text every 15 minutes. That way you know exactly what fish is leading that tournament. That way you can come in, make your mind if you want to come in to weigh that fish in, or wait till the next hour.
So they'll know that then.
That's right.
The technology is amazing, isn't it?
That's correct.
And you were telling about you're going to let them put in at all different places.
Yes, we're going to let them put in at 5 different places. We got the Seminole Lodge. We got the Three River State Park right beside it. Across the dam, it'd be the Booster Club. Then we got Trails In. We're going to let them put in that on the Georgia side, and then the Cummins Landing on the other side.
Well, that covers it all.
That's right. It's a central location. Everything's within 10 minutes from the boat ramp. So
everybody's going to have one of the little electronic things, and you want to buzz them or something? How do y'all do that?
We're going to do it on their phone, text.
Text it?
Yeah, once they fill out their entry forms and everything like that, we got their phone number, we can do a massive text out to them every 15 minutes to tell them what the weight is. For example, say you got 2 5-pounders in your boat, and I'll text you the 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock hour, the 6-pounder's leading. So, do I want to take that chance and bring that one of them 5-pounders in and weigh them in to get second place, or wait till the next hour? But the thing is, if you make another cast and catch another fish, say you catch another 7-pounder, one of them 5-pounders got to be thrown back. Our rules on this tournament is only you're allowed to have 2 fish in your live well at all times. That way, the local legend can't go out there and just go on one spot and just beat them all up and wait every hour to weigh in.
Oh, yeah.
So that way we limit it out, just 2 fish in the live well at all times.
Okay. Look, we're going to take this quick break and be right back with Long Bach on this big tournament they're having. All right, welcome back. Here with Long Bach, and we got a big bass fishing tournament for everybody. And that's what I like, is everybody. You're not talking about just the local guys who always fish out local lakes. So tell us more about it, Long.
Well, like I said, we're going to put in at 5 different ramps, and how we're going to do it is you pre-register. We'll have it on the computer. Say, for example, you're boat 49, you come up there at any ramp, all them 5 ramps we got, show your picture ID, and say you're boat number 49, we'll look at boat 49, we'll look in your live well, tie a flag on your thing, and you can go ahead and ease out to your spot.
Okay.
That way there wouldn't be a bundle up at the boat ramp.
Yes.
So you can go ahead and go out, and we'll do a massive text at 6 o'clock Central Time. It'll be an official fishing time.
Okay.
And the scales will be open at 7 o'clock.
Okay. So every hour, on the hour is what you're doing, at 8 o'clock?
Yep. It's from 7 o'clock to 7:15, and then from 7:15 to 8:15.
Okay.
Every hour. I'm paying out 3 places. First place will pay out $500. Second place will pay out $250. Third place will pay out $100.
So every hour you're giving away $850.
That's correct.
Every hour on Saturday.
on Saturday and on Sunday.
And on Sunday.
And the grand prize is, if you catch the biggest fish, you'll win $10,000.
The grand prize is $10,000.
Grand prize is $10,000 for one fish.
I may get back into bass fishing.
So anybody can get lucky to catch one fish.
What do you think about it, Jeff? We want to go head out there, man. And you know what? You know, you fish your whole life since you've been here, and you know, you can get lucky.
Yeah, that's all right. That's right.
You got lucky before, hadn't you?
I got lucky several times.
Okay, so now what do people, the cost to enter is how much?
The cost of entering is $300 per boat. You can fish by yourself or with a partner. Our rules, the only rules that I think is different from all the other tournaments is you only allow 2 fish in your live well at all times. So if you catch a third fish, you can cull out. But every 15 minutes on this tournament, we will give you a massive text telling you what the weight is for that hour.
That's
so
cool.
That makes up your mind if you want to come run in to weigh in your fish. But once the fish goes in the weighing bag, you have to weigh it in.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is going to be exciting, I know. Now, what's the hour? The last 3 o'clock is when y'all wrap it up, or
3 o'clock is the last weigh-in.
Okay.
But we got plenty of booths set up for the families to come out. We got 21 to 22 booths.
Oh wow!
Bennigan's restaurant has built a $100,000 trailer, and it's going to fold out, and it's going to look like the inside of his restaurant at the mall.
Okay.
He's going to serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the site.
No kidding.
Right. So if you're hungry, weighing a fish, say, I'm hungry, go grab me a sandwich before I go back out. So Greg, go get your sandwich and go back out on the water.
So I just come in just to eat a little bit and
That's
back
right.
out there. Jeff, let's look at this poster again. The big deal on it is paying out $10,000. Okay. You got some power pole Yeti giveaways. You gonna get what kind of stuff you gonna give away?
The stuff we're going to give away is I got power poles, I got Yeti coolers, I got...
You gonna give away some Yeti coolers?
I got Yeti coolers, I got some custom baits, I got some rods, I got some reels, luge reels, I got some skeet reef rods, fish fryers. I mean,
this is a big deal.
There's about 5 or 6 different bait companies that has donated me bait, so I'm going to donate them.
Well, y'all work really hard. Look at some of the sponsors here all over the place, and this is good stuff here. Guaranteed payouts. And here's a phone number now. If you want to find out, call this number here. It's 896-4340.
Or look on that Hook Set Promotion or aroundthetournamenttrail.com.
Yeah, that'll all
2
be
websites.
on there. Good stuff there. We're going to talk a little bit more about it. Then we're going to go back and talk about some bass fishing techniques and all, just for the average fisherman to get out on the weekend and all. But the booth, you got 21 different booths probably?
21 different booths. I got Ford bringing their trucks out there. I got Toyota bringing their trucks out there. I got Dodge bringing their trucks out there. Boys Marines bringing their Trident boats, Ranger boats.
Okay.
Skeeter boats going to be there. Dixie Outfitters shirts going to be there. I mean,
all kinds of stuff. So people, even they're not going to fish, and they just come out there and be a part of the festivities.
That's right. Bass Pro Shops is bringing their Cast for Kids thing out there for the event, and that Jumperoo is bringing 10 or 12 bouncy house for the kids to play in.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about. Fishing is it's just fun for the whole family at all different ages. So you want 2 people on the boat, but they can't fish one if they want to.
That's right.
And girls, guys, anybody can fish it.
That's correct.
Okay, Carolyn Poole, you need to get back out and fish this. I know she watches the show up there. You know Carolyn, she's a good fisherman. But she's good. So some of you ladies need to enter this. This will be good stuff.
Right.
Okay, so let's take our final break. We'll come back and get ready and show you some bass fishing techniques. All right? All right, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. Sitting here with a long box talking about some bass fishing. I should have, instead of red snapper, I should have put in a big bass, but we'll do that next time going along. But right now, let's get our fishing game times today, brought to us by Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty. His number is 832-6000. We're looking at our time at 3:47 this morning, 3:47 and 5:47. And this evening, get off work a little bit early, go from 4:15 to 6:15. Tell the boss you got to go bass fishing. Now, Jeff brought up a good point. You could win, say, at 8 o'clock, you could go in there and win second place and win $250. and then you can come in again at 11 o'clock.
That's correct.
So
how we're going to do that is we got the FLW trailer, so we're going to do the weigh-in up there. Once you weigh in your fish, we'll give you a slip. Say you weigh in 5.5 pounds. I'll write down 555, give you the slip. I'll punch that in the computer. And once you get your slip, you can go back on the water, and you can turn around in 30 minutes if you got another fish and come in there and weigh in again. So
technically, if you're real good, you can win 8 checks that day, or
yeah, you can wait. If you're good, you can win a total of 17 checks in this event. So
and your grand prize, that's a lot of money.
That's correct.
Okay, but that's not going to happen. All right, but what's going to happen? A lot of different people who can just get lucky at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or something.
Right.
All right, listen, Long. Let's talk about bass fishing. I know you do have a passion for it. I know every time I go lower in the river, you down there, I try to follow you around. But we keep catching redfish, and you catching bass and redfish.
That's correct.
So tell us what's hot now.
Right now, the Seminole bites now, it's the spawn shad that's going on right now up there. So the morning bite, anything we do with a top water bite, you should be able to catch a good, decent sack of fish.
Top water.
Top water.
Okay.
And they'll usually, by daylight, they'll start for 45 minutes, and they'll stop. But they'll still be there. You just got to trick them to bite something else. But about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they'll start that same pattern again, that shad spawn thing.
Yeah.
And they'll eat top waters. Right now, the top water bites, you can throw a zero spook, anything that's on the top water. And then in the middle of the day, you use these popping frogs.
These frogs. Let's take a look at this frog. Now, this is an ugly frog, but that must work for you because you wouldn't bring it in if it didn't work. Tell us about it.
It's made out by spurred frog, and it makes a popping noise. Every time you pull it, it pops.
Look at it.
And the bass just seem to attract that popping noise.
Okay, it's weedless here.
It's weedless.
Yeah. And they're dark color. They like that dark color?
They come in 20 different colors. Some places, it all depends on the water clarity on the lake. And the lake right now is pretty clear. It's probably about a foot and a half low right now at Seminole right now.
Okay, all right. So the frog, then that works in the middle of the day?
It works in the middle of the day.
All right.
On the lily pad, points on the lily
so
pads.
They'll pop it over there, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the biggest bass I ever caught was on frog. I've always loved frogs. So.
Yeah, everybody loves that top water bite, but fishing this frog, the thing is about fishing this frog, most people make a mistake of reaction bites. Once they hear the bass hit the frog, they got to set the hook right then. You just pause it for a little bit before you set the hook, and you most likely 90% of the time you'll get hooked.
And that's hard to do, especially beginners and all.
That's right.
You want to just jerk it real quick.
You want to jerk it. Every time you hear a bass blow up on the thing, you want to pause it for a second, then set the hook.
Yeah.
And then your 90% hookup ratio will be good.
Great point right there. All right, let's show us another plug here. What else is doing real good?
And then in the middle of the day, I will throw a little kind of swim bait right here.
Okay.
Swim bait comes in all different patterns and sizes. There are probably a lot of different baits. I like to throw this one because it's a bigger profile. It's probably 5.5-inch bait. Yeah. And if they short strike it, then I go with a smaller profile.
Okay, so you just put a smaller one on there, same kind of fish.
Same kind of bait with just a smaller profile.
Big tail on it.
Right.
Yeah.
This tail right here, if you swim it on the surface, it's like a buzz bait.
Okay.
It'll move the whole water column.
Okay, that's cool. So those are good colors there.
Right.
Okay. Show us another one. What about any of these up in here? So.
This is another good bait in the morning time. This is a Kelly J bait. It's got 2 props on the front of it. It's just like the old Banger lure.
Yeah, sit it right there so everybody can see it.
It's made out of Lucky Craft.
Oh yeah, that's a good looking plug too.
Right.
And it's spinning. It makes good motion spinning.
That's right. It makes that pop.
What time of day would you fish that one?
I would fish this thing early in the morning or in the middle of the day. Too.
Okay.
Because once that shad spawn starts up again, usually it only lasts like maybe 30, 40 minutes in the morning times, and then they'll do it again that afternoon, about 1, 2 o'clock.
When you fish that area a lot, Seminole area and Tarquin a lot, don't you?
Right, I do.
So you know it pretty well. The spawn, is it going on right now?
The spawn was, I mean, some of it's still going on. The heart of it was probably 2 weeks ago.
Okay, all right.
It was like Bobby Smith lives down the road from me. He fished a Thursday night tournament in Lake Tahoe. You only weigh in 3 fish at that tournament. He weighed in a total of 23 pounds with 3
That's
fish.
strong.
Strong.
That is strong.
Yeah.
That is good. I'm gonna get Bob on the show pretty soon. He's been on before, but all right, show us another one real quick. That long skinny one. That's always
The long skinny
the
one.
long
This
skinny
is the
ones.
old faithful bait. It's called the old Bangalore.
The old Bangalore. That's been around, hasn't it?
Yes, it
And
has.
then when everything's said and done, that's going to bring in some bass.
That's correct.
Well, what about different times fishing it or in different techniques?
It's just the morning bite for me and like the middle of the day bite for me. Everything is in the middle of the morning bite for me. And then after that, I will pick up my frog and throw it the rest of the day.
Is that right?
Right.
I was going to ask you that. Now, when you're doing that morning casting, how long, I always ask bass fishermen this, how long do you stick with a plug if it's not? I mean, how long will you give it before you change out? You know?
How long would I?
How long will you give a plug? Let's say you're fishing at Bangalore, first thing this morning, you start fishing with that. You gonna fish 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or?
Some days I'll fish with it all day. Some days you can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go out there and throw it out there, and they're short striking it or something like that. That means they don't want that color. Okay. So you change the color patterns up and everything, and or a smaller profile or a larger profile. It just all depends on the days. Yeah. Because a bass will tell you what they want, the way they hit it, strike it. If they short strike it, you know that's not really the bait they want.
That is good. We got to come back on here. We got to talk more bass fishing. We're about to run out of time.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Lon.
Thank you, sir.
And it's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
One of our former Moser boys doing good here. So y'all check out this tournament. Even if you don't want to fish, you go over there and watch it weigh in and check out those booths and get some of that food. All right. Got to get out of here. As always, we appreciate you watching Panhandle Outdoors. We want you to do something good for someone else today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.